gift one sub to take one sub. Gift a sub now to be number one. Interesting. So, sorry for being almost an hour late. I was playing Diablo 4 with the wife and been dealing with some stuff with the daughter. And then apparently I am now monetized. So, I'm assuming, I don't know, I just filled out a bunch of tax information, but I am going to continue playing the Necromancer's Tale. The plan is I'm going to play this for 2 hours, then I'll upload it on YouTube, take a little bit of a break, get the house cleaned up and whatnot, and then I'll come back, do part 2 of it, and then when I come back in 2 hours, so we'll say I'll do this for 2 hours, so I'll put us at around 10 p.m. Central Time, upload it, go clean for a little bit, do some chores. I'll be back, we'll say 11:30, and I'll see what people want me to play. I'll either continue this if nobody joins the stream at that time, or I will play Hearts of Iron 4, because I know last week someone was asking to show off how I win the German Civil War. I know it's been updated and kind of patched a little bit, so, but I'm on chapter 5, and still no. I gotta remember what I'm doing. I should check in with Lucas at the school to see what he has. Okay, go. Who are you?
Welcome.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Zerves von Elkstrig. Before I forget my manners, Lord Elstrick, I was so sorry to hear of your father's passing. Thank you, it's very kind. Who are you? If you need help finding your bearings in your grief, please remember me. Wait, do you work here? I asked you here so late. Just some research. There is a copy of... I'm not even going to begin to try to pronounce that. I've been reading for some time. I've been able to brush up on my Arabic and learn culinary history of Baghdad. The contents scarcely resemble any of the recipes I have learned over the years of Ottoman cooking. Awfully late. Do you work here? I do not. I'm just visiting. You knew my father. I did. I had only met him a handful of times, as did your mother. I did. I had only met him a handful of times as I... Oh, okay. My brain was not computing that sentence. Most of my dealings were with your Stuart Albert. Okay, I must be going. Is he not here? It is evening. You must be inside your house or within the city. Journal. Should check in with at the school. That's what I thought. Look at it, look closely. A most unexpected scene fold before me. You have to remember he's gone. His eyes flickered. My mother's eyes flinched. Fear flickered in her eyes, even though whether it was because Albert was shouting like a man possessed or because in that moment he was no more than a stranger to her, it didn't matter. He spun towards me, his chest seeming to swell with rage, yet when his eyes met mine, he faltered. The fire in him was snuffed out in an instant. My lord, I am sorry, I forgot myself. He released his grip on my mother and took a step away from both of us, head bowed. Pray forgive me. What was that all about, Albert? It has all been so hard, Zerves. None of us can move on with your mother the way she is. I miss him, Zerves. I understand. Grief renders the soul and seeks an outlet. Even the smallest thing can remind us of what we have lost. My shoulders involuntarily sag under the weight of grief as a cold feeling settled in my stomach. It clung to me. Okay, I keep hearing whispers. It clung to me and overwhelmed like a thick, cold fog. Complex and contradictory feelings roiled inside me. My father had been difficult, distant, impossible to read, even secretive. Yet one feeling rose above the rest. We're just going to go with sadness. I was sad. I knew the pain deep in Albert's heart because I felt the same in mine, that my mother could not even attempt to come to grips with his death, but broke my heart and seemed to be a small mercy. Most of all, I was sad I would never get a chance to. I wish I could talk to him just one more time. By silent compact, Albert and I agreed to remain perfectly still. I would tell him his favorite dirty joke, the one he said he hated, but he'd always cover his mouth thinking I couldn't see a smile in his eyes. I would let him hold me close and tell me all the ways he loved me like he used to do so many years ago, and I would say goodbye. We stood still then in a silent room. Albert reached out to gently touch her arm, though his eyes welled with tears. That was beautiful, my lady. What was? Oh, the dinner. Thank you, Albert. Prepared such a wonderful. He did wonderfully. Now then, how about we get you to bed? Oh yes, I am feeling so. What a lovely home. Is it the place Zerlig has bought for us? Albert gave me a look just as apologetic as it was deeply pained as he gently wished my mother upstairs. I really wish these were voice lined. Like, half of the game in the beginning was a voice line, but it seems like the further I get in the game, the less it's voice acted. And that's kind of annoying. What if I could speak to him again? Oh, alone in my thoughts, a single impulse began to beat at my skull and fought and withered, insisting it be heard above the din. What if I could speak with him again? Could that be how I could move on from the torment, the sleepless nights, the not understanding how he passed, and the frustration as I was stonewalled by the townsfolk? I asked. Could he dispel the mystery surrounding his untimely death? Could he reveal some of his many secrets, like why he had such a strange tome in his office? Could I finally confront the man and say all the things I wish I had said when he was alive? I knew I would have to reckon with the sadness I still felt around his loss, but part of me hoped that death had changed him and maybe we could finally connect, though it was a faint hope. The tome itself held the means, seance, a power to peer past the veil and speak with the dead man. I had deciphered already the first part of the ritual, which was written in the same language as the Topar recipe I needed now to understand the rest of it. Answers I craved could be mine. I'm stuck. Please go. Ironically, me and my wife were talking about how games nowadays are not as polished as they used to be. We've been playing Killing Floor 3, and that game is just a buggy mess. Like, I don't know. I feel like they should have tested it more. And, like, wait. It's nighttime. I definitely said sleep until day, did I not? There we go. Cat. I found no ways. By the way, sir, brother of Lord, you should bring your mother to the funeral service and this evening. My bad. Academy, go.
Hello, dear cousin.
And that, children, was how our dear city... I feel like I've read that already. My cousin turned to greet me, several pairs of eyes glanced in my direction. You have just arrived at the end of our history lesson. Allow me a moment. Lucas addressed the classroom. Are there any questions about our wonderful city? No? Then you are dismissed for now. As soon as he uttered the word dismiss, a clatter of feet sounded against the floor and the children crowded past me and out the door. As Peta passed by, I noticed he had a small, familiar-looking pendant clenched in his hand. He left before I could stop him.
Hello, dear cousin.
Hello again, cousin. You may have heard the news. A colleague of my father has died, a man called Fitz Carnell. You should bring your mother to the funeral service this evening. I will, thank you. It's not due yet. Please ask me later. Did I not have a journal entry to talk to him? I should check in with Lucas to see at the school to see what work he has for me. The seance. My hooded friend is up here. Don't come down, don't come. Stop. Stop!
Good day.
Your Grace, me once again, young sir. What can I do for you this morning? Do you know anything of seances? Spiritualism, yes. This is not something that is allowed in Ruslith. You understand? Spend 2 points. Almost spent. I seek to only understand my father. Perhaps there's a way. Your father, How strange that you should mention this. Now I recall we do have a book here that spoke of seances, but your father borrowed it not long ago and never had a chance to return. I'm sorry for you.
You will come again, yes?
Okay, so father has the book. Which means it's somewhere in the library. Gotta go say hi to everyone's favorite guard.
The barracks are close to civilians.
Oh.
Excuse
new
me,
to
my
say.
lord.
Nothing new. Keep. Nichols, blacksmith, Dietrich's house. Let's try the market and see if she knows anything. Do you know of anything of seances? The meekest whisper of a smile across her face. So you would converse with the dead. This is not something one such as you should be dabbling with. I cannot help you. I don't want to show her that I have the book, so I'm going to be cannot or will not. Well then, will not. Be gone, fool. I should have showed her the book. I should have showed her the book. Trying to keep it really cautionary. There's a book down here. I don't remember there being a book over here. Travels. I want to say it's in the library. Oh, this way. Go up the stairs. But anyway, like I was saying, games nowadays are really janky. And they're not like they used to be. It's kind of sad. I mean, you look at Killing Floor and Diablo, or Killing Floor 3. Miss all the bookshelves and old Valhalla Sands for the living caught my eye. I took it in case confused. A strange tome. Carefully poured through the pages of the old tome, and eventually I found one which partially matched the key outline in the Seance of the Living Book. It was the ritual entitled Seance, which I had already partially deciphered from Zend. I could now understand the whole process. I would have to gather various items to implement the ritual. I need to locate a fruit or herb called... I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. For the use of the seance, I will need a brazier to build fire in. For the seance ritual requires a personal item of my father, something inherent with his ashes in the family tomb. So I have to go to the crypt. Out the door you go. Let's go to the market. Let's try to find somebody who sells something that's not food.
Welcome, sir. I have fabrics from
fabrics.
across the known world, linens from the Nile, wool from the highlands of Scotland,
Vegetables.
and, of course, silks from the Orient. If there is anything I can help you with, please let me know.
You want to attack Leon? No. Why would I want to attack him? I want to talk to people. Sorted goods. Right here, this game's being glitchy. Spade. Why am I stealing from this dude? I need a brazier. Well, I know where to get a brazier at. We'll grab that. Fox. Food. What else did I need? Oh, I need a tinderbox. So I can actually see down there. Blacksmith? Question mark. Although he's not going to be too happy to see me.
Aye. Is that so?
Ooh, halberd, spade. Let's get the spade. Where's my inventory? I don't think I'm gonna buy anything else. Okay, if I was a tinderbox, where would I hide? Because I don't think I have one in my inventory, do I? Let's see. Brave soil. My sword. Yeah, I don't have a tinderbox. I would really like to see where I'm going. Candles.
How may I assist you? Certainly.
Tinderbox.
How may I assist you?
I speak to you about making candles. I have all the candles you need. One, such as you, do not need to dirty your hands. I seek not to make my own. I'm merely fascinated by the topic. Oh yes, indeed. Traditionally, candles were made by boiling tallow, which is animal fat, and water. We still make cheap ones this way, but their flames are very smoky. I make most of mine the modern way by replacing tallow with beeswax. They do cost a bit more though. I don't think I need everyone to make candles. Maybe by boiling flesh and water. Why do I need that? Do I need candles for the seance? I mean, that would make sense. Inventory. Seance. This ritual begins. So I do need candles.
How may I assist you? Certainly.
I don't know how many candles I need, so I'm just gonna buy them all. Okay, so we got that. Let's go to Diedrich's house. Go talk to his grandmama.
Oh, hello again.
Voice acting! I came to check in on you since poor Diedrich is in the hospital. Let's do that. Why? How kind of you, Zerves. I will be fine as long as he recovers soon. Here, I'll make you a cup of tea. I'm gonna ease into this. How's your health been? Better than most my age, I think. I've still got the old herbalism kit, and Helena slips me what I need. No change. The amount I taught that boy, that'd be awfully presumptuous, even if he racks up die stats with those docs every other week. But anyway, I don't need much at my age, just an old twig and leaf. The lugs always done right by me. Of course, there ain't no stopping old age, lest there be. At least there shouldn't be. Can we say lichdom? Have you heard of a substance? Yes, the common name is gum arabic. It's a spicy resin. It is common in some places, but we don't often see it here. You know where I might get some? I'm not sure. You could try the marketplace, I suppose. Some of those merchants sell exotic items. I'm gonna go talk to my buddy, who absolutely hates my guts. Oh, did he finally open his shop? I don't see him. Herbalist. Let me guess. It was locked. Okay, so marketplace it is. You might
Excuse
have
me,
some.
sir. Can I interest you in spices from the Ottoman Empire?
So you are Ottoman. I have heard fantastic stories.
Alas, no, I am not an Ottoman by birth. I merely acquire fine spices from the empire for resale. I am from Senegal, a land far from here on the western coast of Africa. Africa.
Sir, I seek a substance. Yes, sir, it is an important product from my home country, though little enough of it makes it to here. The common name is gum arabic. Do you know where I can get some of this substance? Let me look. He rummaged around inside a box behind his counter. Presently, he produced a small bag, which he handed to me. Here, this is the last I have. Offer him 2 crowns. Okay, so I think that's everything except for I've learned to make candles by boiling flesh and water. Seance, so I just need to go to the grave. I don't. Oh, why is this closed? As usual, Jonas was focused intently on the area outside the gate. Can you open the gates, please? He shook his head slowly and looked at the ground, then proceeded to open it anyway. With all this creepy fog about, you never know what you might meet out there. No, no, no. That's the last thing I need is some civvy seeing me frickin' looting the place. Oh, they're bones. A family tomb. As I descend the stairs, a rank smell drifted up to greet me. I imagine that I heard faint shuffling. Before I go any further, I'm going to save the game now. Human skeleton. Bones. Bars on my father's alcohol had been torn apart, his urn lay on its side, its ashes spilled. I searched gingerly among the ashes for the personal burial item I would need for the ritual, but alas, it was gone. Clues. Then I spotted a faint set of footprints from somewhere, from some bare, misshapen feet. My eyes followed them away towards the broken door and through into the lower catacombs. I would have no choice but to brave the debts to find the priceless item. There was no chance I could survive down there alone. However, for the moment, I was perplexed as to how I would succeed this task. Dirty hand axe. Do this. We're gonna do this. This. This hand. We are going to save again. Go with Zerves. Override. Yes. So I'm sure the space around me opened up, and from the echoes of the footfalls, I could tell that the cavernous space lay below, infested with ghoulie, no doubt. Judging by that, I'm not supposed to go that way. There are 3 of them. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna make that. We're gonna leave. They're right there. I'm in trouble. Ow! Ow! What the heck? Assuming commune with the realm of the dead and gain magic points. Oh, that don't help. Yeah, I die. I wish there was a way to run. They have 5 action points? Ugh. Heal myself, do I? Oh. I just die. That's the second time I've died. So combat in this game kinda sucks. So we're just gonna leave, take this sword off. I might have to downgrade this to not balance.
I'll open the gate. Quick, get inside.
Better open the gate. Go here. Advance it. Let's see if there's any work for me to be done. Can we just, like, not have that out? There's no reason to have a torch in town. We're not an angry mob. Okay, so I can work.
Hello, dear cousin.
I should bring another. I was ready for my shift at school. What work should we do today, cousin? There has been a delivery of new school books. Can you collect them from Certainly.
Good day.
Lucas asked me to collect the school books. Indeed, some modern texts on arithmetic. Ugh, math. Ugh, I hate math. So much. History. History was my strong suit. Here they are now. I must get back. Door.
Hello, dear cousin.
Thank you. Here are the new school books. Excellent. Thank you, Zerves. The rest of the afternoon passed slowly for me as it did for the children. Still, I taught with patience and felt that I learned something.
Hello, dear cousin.
Can I have my money now? Indeed. 4 crowns. Woo! Okay, so journal. I have tallow. you just standing there for? I think I may have found means to talk to my father. Albert nodded stoically. He showed little surprise at my revelation, which I did not expect. Seance ritual must take place at my father's final resting place. In the Von Elk's crypt, then in the cemetery. Not a safe place to go. I do not know where to get this sort of protection, nor can I risk hiring. This is a problem indeed, and we must be cautious. I'll think on it, and I'll let you know if anyone comes to mind. I had nothing else to ask. Certainly, by the way, I already know this. We already had this conversation. He's getting senile. Senile! Inventory. What am I doing? I have to boil it. Inventory. Cooking pot. I think I just screwed up. I don't have a stirring device. Can I stir it with this? Well, now I have a pot of grease. Well, I guess we just go to the funeral? Yeah. Afternoon. I took my mother's hand as we stepped inside the cathedral. The funeral was starting. She seemed so frail and so unsure of everything. Soon after entering, my stomach churned and I began to feel quite queasy. My head spun a little. It felt like an early morning after having too much beer. Several people turned and nodded to us as we took our seats. Zerves himself was here with Aunt Belle and my cousin Lucas. Behind them, I saw my uncle's aide, Richard Carnell. Oh, okay. I'm like, wait, wasn't he the one that died? No, it was his brother. He whose brother had passed away, who was laid in the coffin at the front. The other woman with red hair must have been Parnell's wife, looking sour as she glowed at me. We sat behind them. Some of the congregation I knew, but many I did not. Sophia was there with an older man, who I presumed to be her father, though I had never met him. We gather here today to celebrate the life of Fitz Carnell, who has now returned to his home with our God the Father. As the funeral continued, my head started to swim, and I thought I might puke. Better the little that the righteous have than the wealth of the wicked, for the power of the wicked will be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. As he spoke those words, I saw his flesh melt away, and beneath it a grinning skull, which continued to drone the holy words. A dark smoke seemed to build around me, and I sensed the presence of many souls here who others did not see. I perched forward in my seat and collapsed to the floor. When I awoke, I was outside the cathedral. A commoner attended to me as my mother hovered
Good.
nearby.
You're awake. How do you feel now?
I'll be nice.
You were shouting a whole lot of things I don't rightly follow. About dead faces and evil spirits gathering around you?
That poor baby who's not well.
Just a humble candle maker. I run a stall near the east gate.
As my head continued to clear, the cathedral bell called out again. Soon the congregation began to appear from within, apart from chief mourners who had doubtlessly moved the corpse down to the grim and the face. Zerves, I don't think you ever met my father before. Sophia's father bowed, then straightened.
I'm so sorry for your loss, my lord. Your father was a good man, and a hero. However, I know that Sophia is pleased that you're home, notwithstanding the circumstances. Good friends are so important.
We will leave you for now, Zerves. I can see that others wish to speak with you. And I feel like that's foreshadowing that eventually you have a chance
Sophia,
to...
a childhood friend of yours.
I'm Harald, a local tailor of renown, and father of your friend Sophia.
What?
I am Chandler, the candle maker.
When did that... What? Okay.
Sorry for your loss. Lady Juliana, this is a difficult time. I hope you're feeling improved since last we spoke.
I knew Isaac, of course, though I don't believe we had ever spoken before. He was a farmer, and together with his wife, Hannah, he worked the fields right outside the city's north gate. I also knew that he was an old flame of my mother's from the time before she met and was swept off her feet by my father. Thank you, Isaac. Everyone has been so kind. He smiled at me, then a warm and caring
If you need
expression.
anything at all, do not hesitate. Though of humble means, I'm here for you. And of course, my wife Hannah too.
Oh, Isaac, it's you. So lovely to see you again. Thank you. I do get lonely when Zurich is away. They exchange a private glance, words unspoken, but deep feelings.
Hello, what happened? Were you pulling a piece? I am Kala, an adventurer!
I don't know. I don't like her voice. Should she be my first sacrifice? The little girl bounced around in front of me, hopping from foot to foot and brandishing a wooden sword. Seeing my bemused state, she stopped.
I am Kala, an adventurer!
Yes, I was in a fight to the death with the wicked beast, but I won.
You are a hero then! Like Zelly!
She raised her weapon to the sky in a triumphant pose, then she stood still again, a little defiant.
Daddy, don't let me play that game.
Just then I noticed a smaller child tucked in behind her, standing timidly and tugging at her tunic, a boy of about 3, still a little unsteady.
No, Carla. That, Daddy said, he don't like Zelly game.
Carla glanced at Isaac, unsure of herself for a second, but her father stood silent, watching. A younger woman came over reluctantly, following her family to check.
Lady Juliana, I am so sorry. Lord Zelek was savior of Ralston and much beloved in Mars.
Her kind words betrayed by her sullen face, scowling at Julian against her
Carla,
tent.
Mark, my children, please, do not bother these good people. Come, come. We must be getting home to milk the cows.
I was left alone with my mother. Isaac Hannah seemed unfriendly. She doesn't like me much, I'm afraid. She never did. Okay. She feels like Isaac's second choice, I think. Though I have always been friendly to her, she obsesses about my liaison with him, which was before I met your father. Of course, it must be 25 years ago. You share a private moment. I don't know what you're talking about, though we were romantically attached many years ago. We're just acquaintances now. Everything changed when I met your father. He was the true love of my life. Did you see Isaac much over the intervening years? I know. What are you accusing me of? Yes, of course, I meant nothing by it. Come, let's get you home. It had been a long and difficult day, and I was suddenly overcome with great weariness. I laid my head against the crisp, scratching fabric. A long-awaited slumber enveloped me. The extensions of the last few days melted away, like fat rendering from the bone. I felt like schnews of my psyche break and repair themselves into something stronger, and from within the chambers of regrowth a soft light began to emerge, first blue and then dappled green hue at the edges by the warm tones of brick fire. Around me a scene began to form, accompanied by the strange discordant singing of creatures that were not quite birds. I found myself near the front of my family's house, facing the dock where I used to. Ahead of me, a boy sat on the edge of the water. He stared at his. All this reading wears me out. I might not do a part 4 tonight. He stared at his own feet, dangling them over the planks, teasing the swimming fish below, which in fact were not quite fish. Hello! The boy did not turn to face me, but giggled strangely at the creatures splashing and jostling.
That's enough for now, little ones. There will be plenty to eat later.
The boy placed his hands against the coarse wood of the docks and began to raise his body. And I found myself suddenly in a place like my father's study, surrounded by books with titles I had never heard of, or which made little sense. Far ahead of me, as if through a mist, stood a man bearing a strange resemblance to the boy at the docks.
You've changed since I last saw you. I see your time as a soldier has built up your physique. That will no doubt prove useful.
Have we met?
Not in any way that matters. If we have, the version you encountered was a stepping stone, a preamble to my current form.
Why am I getting Cthulhu vibes all of a sudden?
I know you carry with you a tome of hidden knowledge. Each time you use it, its power radiates, an echo from one world to the next.
Yeah, I'm getting massive Cthulhu vibes. And we stood atop the bridge in the center of Mars. Below us, large shadowy forms swirled in the water. Their undulating, jerky, and unnatural. But it seems you've reached an impasse. The echoes grow quiet. I can I cannot decipher the next page yet. I feel I will need it. This is to be expected. The text is recirculant. It does not wish to be known too easily. freely offered help is a rare and valuable thing. The world around me shifted once again, and we materialized beside the town gallows as three silent figures stood perched at the edge of death. I could hear the creaking of the rope as it strained against their weight. I'm pretty sure only one person's being hung. I sensed a yearning for justice inside you, a righteous productivity. Tell me, do you wish to see your enemies account for their sins? I'm not even sure who my enemies are. Then you will have my help. With a snap, the three figures on the gallows met their fate. Their bodies jerked and withered against the ropes until all three fell silent and swayed gently, the creaking of the rope growing even louder. Now we were in a place like the cemetery outside the city. Do you wish to see justice die? Your current allies will hardly suffice. They are soft and weak, not nearly as stoic as you need. Perhaps you even consider some of them too dear to risk, a dangerous attachment, but one we can circumnavigate. Your tome holds a powerful ritual, but one that can only be undertaken with great risk. Teach it to me, please. I see your manners have returned to you at last. Very well. This incantation has many names and many tongues. Animate. Yes! Yes! It brings the dead back to life. At this, my heart launched forward, and my eager expression washed across my face. Ah, no, young lord, not like that. It creates thralls to serve your needs, mindless husks that obey your every command, but do not undervalue the worth of a perfectly loyal soldier. Of course, raising the dead is no simple matter. First, you must procure a witch's knife. The knife is in the oriental box. You must wield it with your hand. I get it. Click. Inventory. Character. Oh, it's got a name. And with the blade in hand, you must cut the fat from another human. You must then craft black candles from the fat, whose tallow will smoke with the stench of death. And to complete the ritual, you must arrange the bones of your thrall in a particular fashion. But be wary, the stronger your thrall, the more draining the process. Do not overburden your tender mind. My teacher urged me to take out my tome then and open it to the page entitled Animate. This ritual was now clear to me, just as I had been shown. I looked to the bones arrayed in front of me. The dust around them began to shift and float upwards. The pale ivory began to jostle back and forth. The dead rose. I found myself back at the dock in front of the boy, giggling at the fish-like creatures.
Be careful, child. What I have just taught you is not something to trifle with. Have you a final question?
How many can I raise?
Enough. But if you are wise, you would raise only as many as were needed.
As I opened my mouth to ask more, the boy let out a final giggle and splashed the water with his toes. The sound reverberated strangely until I felt I could see the waves moving through the air. The brick walls began to dissolve. Then the trees and the water evaporated into smoke, and the last of the dock crumbled into dust. I found myself in the blank void. At last, awareness left me. Journal. I need to find or make 3 black candles crafted from human flesh for the anime ritual. I require a witch's black-handled knife. Okay. Well, let's see if he's got any information. I need a witch's knife to help me continue my investigation. Could you help? He nodded solemnly. If he was shocked in any way, he did not show it. You could ask the priest. Perhaps he is knowledgeable of such things. Be careful with your line of question. Witchcraft is forbidden. I understand that. Let's see if he says anything further. Okay, no. I'm not gonna go talk to the priest. Don't like him at all. Map. Let's go to the chapel. Open the gates. Good Man's Chapel. Okay, my vision's going wonky here. But I don't see the knife. I heard an eerie shriek from the steps of the cemetery. I could see something moving in the shadows. It looked like I would have to fight or try to run back. Bugger. What the heck? First and foremost, it's daytime. I'm kind of wondering if this is actually a goal. Because it's making noise when I hit it. And it's not hitting me very hard. You should be dead. Oh, you could have helped me. I need the witch's hand. Can't go first. I really don't wanna. You know what? I'm gonna go to the blacksmith first.
Aye.
Like to order something.
Is that so?
so he doesn't have anything. The marketplace. You've been a valuable ally. You seek knowledge of the ritual blade. I know this. What can you tell me about? They are tools required for many rituals, also that their owners guard them jealously, for they bind and entwine their own essence. Can you tell me how to get one? It's not just something you can just find lying around. It needs to be ritually enchanted by a witch. Alright, where can I find a witch? You question me very plainly on forbidden matters, young noble. This is not wise, especially not here, given all that this country's been through. Which coin do I have? Show me my inventory. Show me my character sheet. I have 29. Oh, sorry, I cannot risk my status in the city so lightly. Take the charmer. Spend 1 point. Pretend that you look up to her as a mentor. You and I, transcivil paths, mystic. While my powers are new, they are growing. I would be grateful if someone should. She paused for a long moment before leaning in close and whispering her voice. There is a witch near Mars, a woman you may find in the forest outside the North Gate if she wishes to be found. But be warned, young Elkstrid, everyone has their own agenda. You are as likely to have the blade stuck in your heart as her. She sneered as I left. You are an amazing person sometimes, you know that? Northgate. Let us save here. Save. Character. Calm, trust. Is there not a way for me to look at my health? Let's go buy food.
Fresh bread. Rolls. B-Rocks.
Let's look at your
please.
wares. Inventory. Okay, so I'm hoping I heal after fights. Because if not, this is gonna suck.
Yes, what?
We should go outside
Very
city
well.
walls. What was the other option?
Yes? What?
I'm told witches are not allowed near the city Zerves, although I have heard mentioned people. There are more than one. This is what I hear, an old comb, a young maiden, at least, each as dangerous as the last. Thank you. I'm pretty sure this is the gate that I came in through, and I've already ran into her, question mark? Northern Road. Probably south? Wait, there's an arrow. Chicken! Miller Farm. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna sneak in here and steal some things. Took eggs. I don't need firewood right now, I don't think. At least I got good stamina. Oh, hi. There was a fluttering of wings and a bird swooped past me, then a woman emerged from behind
Greetings,
the tree.
child.
Ah, how wonderful Zerves, isn't it? But a lovely morning for a walk in the woods. You took your time, though. I was starting to think I'd have to track you down myself. Her youthful voice rang out clear and playful, yet carried the authority of someone with deep knowledge. I met you before. Do you recall? Certainly I do, and I can tell that you have learned a lot since then. Your quest intrigues me. Are you a witch? She faint a pout, one hand brushing the hem of her short dress as she tilted her head to examine me. So serious, can't a girl simply enjoy a pleasant conversation in the woods? I know things, unconventional things. Does that make me a witch? I seek and aim a witch's knife. Straight to the point. Straight to it then. You are a man who speaks plainly and asks for what they want. How do you know what I want? Can you get me one? Her eyes sparkled like a cat toying with its prey. She paused, brushed a strand of dark hair from her face as she stepped closer. Her scent was of spring flowers, an intoxicating banquet. She whispered in my ear, go to the chapel outside the dead man's gate. Go at midnight, go alone. I shall ask someone I know to meet you there, though she will not know why. You will have to convince her of the atom yourself. Midnight at the chapel. Very well. The woman smiled sweetly. With that, she spun on her heels and turned towards the woods. I saw her form fade away before she reached the nearest tree. Okay. There's still an arrow map. I wonder if it's this cave. You know what? We're gonna go in. Put that there. We're gonna arm up. Before I go down there, I see a combat zone. Lizard? There are lizard people? I don't want to attack you guys. I'm also screwed. I'm not even gonna fight this. I'm just gonna go back the way I came. Because there were way more of them than there were of me. There's another combat zone. So we are just gonna leave. And come back when I can have an army of undead. Can I fast travel? No, I cannot. So there are lizard people in this game. That's cool. Here I just thought it was just magic and guns and things like that, but no, there's actual lizards. As a person who likes lizard men and typically plays a lizard man in D&D, I can be thankful for that. What is this? Northern Gate Tavern. It's locked. Okay. How about now? It's open. The young serving woman rustled about, seeming running the place alone. As I caught her eye, she stopped
Hello,
grinning.
sir. It is always nice to see a new face in town. What can I get for you?
I am Zerves Rises.
I am Björnek. You are very welcome to our tavern, my lord. I am so sorry for your recent loss.
She constrained her dress. I sell you some fine wines. My brother has a contract to wine. Some friend of his supplies it by the barrel. You could ask. Where is your brother? There he is. A young man with an unruly head of hair reclined with his drink. As I approached, he
Oh, hello there. So nice to meet you. I'm Varent Vornik, the owner of this establishment. Please, pull up a cushion.
Take it you are a relative of Fen?
Who? Fen? Why, yes, of course. She's my sister.
He looked around and spotted her, then waved his hand furiously above his
Fen!
head.
Fen, over here! More wine! I make haste with it.
He laid back again and waited for her to bring the drink, counting quietly to himself. Yes, yes, here you go. I see you've met our noble guest. She smiled warmly at me. Ben seems to do all the work around here. She needs all the practice she can get, judging by how badly she runs the place. Wave her away. Coughed loudly, then drunkenly gestured for her to leave. As you wish. This is a fun
This little
establishment.
place? Oh, yes, I suppose it is the best of a bad lot in this wretched little city.
I sell you some fine wines. I'm trying to raise funds for my household. And you're wasting my time.
I shall see you later.
No, you probably won't, because I will probably forget you're over here.
What can I get for you?
Tell me about your brother.
Our father left him this place in his inheritance. Even though Varent doesn't even care for this place, our father was a man of tradition and Varent was his oldest son. I am left as a mere worker here while he lazes about.
She shrugged and sighed a little, apparently accepting her lot. Is that right? A fine-looking woman like you. I'm gonna flirt with her. She smiled again. This
Thank you for saying so, my lord.
Your brother is the quite selfish type that he is, my lord, always running me down like how you witnessed. I can help you get back at him if you like. His face broke into a mischievous grin. Yes, that would be fine. Here, take this vinegar and slip it into his wine. Bye for now.
Hello again.
I wait my chance. And it didn't take long. The man was quite drunk as usual. As his gaze followed a young woman walking past, I swiftly on taking his next mouthful, but then shrugged and continued drinking it. Well, that didn't work.
I shall see you later.
What can I get for you?
I slipped the vinegar into his wine. Excellent. I hope he gets a terrible hangover from it. She beamed at me in delight, a pretty woman with mischievous eyes. Well, I was hoping he would get mad at the wine. Be like, yeah, I'll buy your wine from you. But at last, no. So, Dead Man's Gate, go. Save game once again. And wait until midnight. Evening. Wait. Did I goof? I goofed. It's morning. Afternoon. Evening. And night. I like Scarlet
Going out
against wall.
at night. Hold on while I open the gate. Be careful.
As I stepped into the chapel, I felt the cold air from the grave against my back until at last the solid door swung shut behind me. My eyes were slow to adjust to the murky dark around me, but in time the shapes of pews and altar made themselves known. The sight of the holy shrine drew an involuntary shiver up my spine. I felt queasy. I pressed forward. I waited. Chapel remained as intended. Inert as when I had entered, nothing moved. Even the candle flame seemed barely flickering against. Then a gust of wind.
Awful quiet, aren't you? Then again, perhaps you were just biding time, huh?
The woman beside me smiled, the gentle, inviting smile of a matron. She was thin, with long black hair that had only just begun to turn brittle
Tell
with
me,
age.
do you know why you've come here? Or is it just some happy twist of fate that has brought you and I together?
I was told you might be able to help me. I've heard that you're an expert in unconventional matters. The woman smiled, all warmth and comfort, without an ounce of condescension.
My, that is certainly a broad description, isn't it? But you are not mistaken. There are many things I know, which those inside the city are happy to keep outside their walls. We shall see what nature my assistance takes. For now, let us talk.
Are we safe to speak freely here? Of course, no interlopers will visit us while we talk. I have warded the door against intrusions. Anyone who come here will find nothing but a broken handle and a vague desire to return home, which will guide their feet and ears well away from the chapel. I assume that is why you came to speak to me after all, because I know how such things are done. Indeed. I do not share my knowledge lightly, but I believe you are capable of putting it to good use. Your word is impressive. Are there other spells you know? Of course, but they are mine to cast. You shall have your own. Who are you? I am different things to different people at different times. To you, I can be an ally, a friend with a mutual interest. Of course, there was a life I lived before, and one I will live hence, but we need only concern ourselves with the presence. There's a certain matter I would like to discuss, then discuss it. I require a witch's black-handled knife. How fortunate, then, that you are speaking to a witch. What do you need from me? Only that you bring me a blade to consecrate, and then that you can use it to bring ruin upon your enemies that have wronged both of us. Do I not have a knife? I thought I had a knife on me. Must have sold it. She didn't tell me when to meet up with her again. I have arranged to meet with the witch at midnight. Let's get out of here. Let me in! Let me in! Blacksmith? Morning? I'm surprised he's even willing to do business with me, because I did kind of blackmail him.
Aye.
I'd like to order something.
Is that so?
Knife, sword, short sword, knife. Inventory. Knife. Inventory. Go here. Map. Gate. Go. Morning. Afternoon. It's evening. Go to night.
Going out? At night?
Yes.
Hold on while I open the gate.
No.
Be careful.
You are back. Did you bring a knife? Yes. You can use this one. Indeed, I can, so long as you use it to wreak havoc upon our enemies. The knife shall be enchanted to your needs. Step back. She took the simple knife from me and ran her fingers along its edge until blood began to seep from her fingertips. She muttered strange rhythmic words in a language I did not know and allowed the crimson liquid to run along the metal where it was soon absorbed like water into a thirsty earth. As she spoke, the features of her face began impersonate and hazy, as though my eyes could not focus. At times she seemed to be a young maiden, at others an old crone, and then again the woman I had spoke to only moments before. When her incantation stopped, solidarity returned to her face. She looked at me and smiled. Here you are, young lord. Put the blade to good use and see our enemies undone. Do not forget, Zerves, the path you walk has been provisioned. We shall see each other again before long. And I was alone again in the chapel. Did the knife change, or is it still... It changed. Okay. I seem to be stuck. Okay. Let us once again save, because I'm going to do something. I have the knife now. I learned how to boil candles. That's my main thing. I need to make or find or make 3 black. I wonder if I could go. Morning. Hi, you're yes. I turned away. No. Yes, I turned away. Are you kidding me? Where's the candle maker? I know he's somewhere around here. I mean, I guess I can go to the cemetery and try to start massacring people, but combat in this game sucks. I don't know where the candle maker is. And of course, he's not on my map. I guess we go here. Open the gate. Open the gate.
A fine day to you.
This bowed. A renowned actor. Tell me about your work. Stage actor. Yes, of course. You seemed impressed. Who do you visit today? We're gonna go over here. Character inventory. Shiv.
A fine day to you.
Left him. Apparently, I can't shiv him. I can shiv you though. Ah!
Von Estrick, you are here today before judge, jury, and God to answer charges put forth to you.
I'm not even gonna watch all this. We're just gonna load the game. Okay, so killing someone's gonna be a lot harder. So I have the knife. City's old lime. Someone go in here. No. Where are you going? Stop running. I don't get. I'm gonna have to lower the difficulty because he's gonna keep running just out of my reach. And now there's a witness. Okay, it says he's stunned. Take money. Take some flesh. Okay. Yep. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous! Character change. Story. Combats are auto. Resolving using combat ratings. Higher prices for shop. Like, I really want it to be balanced, but the combat in this sucks. So bad. Now I get to play Where Are the NPCs? So that's crypt.
Von Estrid,
So even lowering the
you are here
difficulty
today before judge,
What the
jury,
heck?
and
Like,
God.
I don't get what I'm supposed to do. Like, how are you supposed to... You know what? I'm gonna find a dark corner. The docks. Where these people come from? Oh, well, I can't kill him anyway. I wish he would stop moving. And it's too late. He's out in the open. I wish there was a way I could pause the game. I was really enjoying this game until this part. wonder if I go... I'm already at this gate. Are there bandits?
My lord.
Can I leave the city? Oh, there's the candle maker.
How may I assist you?
Can you supply candles? What else? Of course. I'm pretty sure that just tanked. Trust. Yeah. An attractive lady with olive-colored skin. She looked my way.
Hello, sir.
Pleased to meet you. And you are. Grabbed her hands to clean it.
I am Rosette Alfara, a farmer. Pleased to meet you.
You live in this hovel? She regained me.
I do, my lord. Me and my parents and 2 brothers. All of us under this one roof.
You saw her wince in pain. So you are blessed with child. Her eyes looked at the ground.
Perhaps. I am not sure just yet. Please don't tell anyone, though, for I am not yet married.
Slums. I have hit an invisible wall. I was kind of hoping someone would try to mug me. I'm a noble with money in my pocket. Okay. Okay. Noble with money in pocket. Oh, come on. This is literally the last thing I can think of. And I've hit a wall. Wondervar. Let's go west. So I should be right here. That's north. Okay, so I do need to go west. Okay. Is there another freaking invisible wall? Yes. Well, I guess I can wait until night. Character inventory. This is slightly annoying. So morning, afternoon, night. What? I definitely was. You see nothing. Inventory character. I wonder if I can drop her in the whale. How do I drop the body now? Okay, cool. How do I drop the body? I shouldn't have picked her up. Drop. Settings. Interface. Controls. Walk. Double tap. Interaction. Click on right click. Zoom. Rotate. Combat. Trust. Controls. Ah! D for drop. Nope. Q? No, that's map. Let's zoom. Inventory. It would be awesome if you would just tell me how to drop a body. Controls. Interact. Well, I officially have a dead body, and I can't get rid of it. I don't even know where I'm at. Do not get stuck. there's guard. I think there's still guards at my door. Well, we're gonna find out. I wonder if I equip something. No. It would be really cool if I knew how to drop a body. Can I hide her in the chest? Cool. Let's see. Discussions. Ew. Stupid question. Yes, I am having to look up how the heck do you drop a dead body? Of course, no one's like, do people just leave the dead bodies and I'm just body storage? Haha! Is there a safe location you can store that isn't going to let it disappear or be found? Asking for a friend. Just saying, nothing says crypts, tunnels, and various wilderness are fine. As long as you're not too close. I hid 4 bodies in the family crypt, and after skipping time, the bodies disappeared. They shouldn't disappear from there. Do you have a save file? If you move a body into a building and save, then the next time you load, the body might be visible. Cool. How do you drop it? This is so dumb. Guys, drop a body. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to end this episode here. We're not exactly... We're almost to the 2-hour mark. I'm gonna start a new description. So, I'm going to start a discussion on Steam dropping a not-so-dead body. How do I drop a sleeping person? I cannot figure it out. Okay, so feedback. I want to give feedback right now. Spellbook. Seance. Animate. Cool. Wait, what? One of the pages I had pursued bearing the title Sano was in a less arcane language than the others. It was familiar. Recall language. Yes, it was Latin, although I do not know much of the language. Okay, cool. How about you let me drop this body? Character. There's my inventory. I already got that. Inventory. Sort. I don't know why it sorts like this. This is so weird. So there's no dead body. Did I really only get 3? Okay. Well, that's not good. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to call it quits because info. Because on the info, it just has skills, mental, social, arcane, skill checks, combat, health, weapons, to hit rolls, courage, auto resolve, trust, and then controls. It tells me nothing. So, hopefully this video will teach people how to drop a dead body, apparently, because apparently I can't figure it out. Yeah, I've literally pushed every single button. I cannot drop this dead body. And I don't want to walk into the house with a dead body and be like, here. So I'm just going to save and call it quits. Hopefully somebody in Steam will get back to me and tell me how to drop it for the next stream. If I don't hear back from anybody in an hour on how to drop it, I probably will not play this again until next week. So I will probably play Hearts of Iron 4, or maybe play a little bit of Warcraft 3, because I've been kind of itching to play that. I downloaded a mod that has been a lot of fun, so I might play that. I don't know yet. So, but thank you for everyone who came out. I don't know about the monetization stuff. I know I got an email from Twitch saying that I monetize now, which is interesting because I don't have 50 subs. I believe I hit all the other markers though. Go away.
Ooh, Holly, that's crazy.
Not that one. Homepage? Yes, homepage. Challenge your community. Haven't rated. I have never rated anybody. I thought there was a place to see my achievements from here. You can post your clips. Your manager. Thought there was a way. Power up and channel points. No. Viewer rewards, monetization, ads, bit sharing, community subscriptions. Subscription names, setup. So yeah, I can sub. I have access to subs now. Discount, bonus subs. Ignore slow mode. Interesting. I'll have to let the wife know about that. Follower list. No. Achievements. Summary. Haha! No, that's not it. Okay, so I do have build a community. I need 50 followers and 5 people chatting at the same time. Completing this achievement unlocks the ability to grant VIP status to members of your community. VIPs have the ability to equip a special chat badge. And slow, sub only, or follow only modes requirements are evaluated over the last 180 days. Affiliation. So I definitely do the stream. I do stream 4 different days. Oh, you only need 25 followers for that. I just need a minimum of 3 viewers on 4 different days. And I never get that. I always get like 1 or 2 viewers. So, but I can actually do that. To be eligible to apply for affiliation program, you must meet all the following in the same 30. All circulations exclude. So yeah, I can get that. Partnered. Stream 12 different days. Well, I stream once a week, so that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Average 75 viewers. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I can actually be affiliated. I just need to have 3 different viewers every time I stream. Easier said than done. But that's cool. But yeah, apparently I'm monetized. I can monetize now. Oh, no, I can't. Only affiliated and partner channels are eligible for ads. Community. But apparently I can have subscriptions. Because there is a page for that. Tier 1 subscription. So I'll have to set all that up. And definitely go from there. Because I have 2 people that said they would sub to me. So, I'm calling it quits. I'm calling it now. Let's see, refresh. Yeah. Nobody's said anything. Starting tips. Agility governor governs. Look everywhere. Says he will never sell the paintings or wine. Save often. And rotate through different guns. Let enemies come to you. All the jobs pay the same, but they don't have the same bonuses. If something seems like it would be a really bad idea, it is. Okay, so yeah, nobody's gone back at me. So yeah, I'm gonna call it quits. I appreciate it, and I learned some things today. So I will see you guys in approximately an hour. I'm gonna go get my living room and my kitchen cleaned up and get something to snack on. When I get back, I might see if anyone hops in, and if they do, I will see what they want me to play, and if not, I will probably play something. I don't know. Sorry, I didn't sleep very well last night. But as always, my fellow Rexes, take care.